in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, shine like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, shine bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Palms rise to the universe as we moonshine on my lane. Well, I hope you guys feel good. And once again, I want to thank you all for tuning in to the Minds Up, the Enlightenpreneur Show. I hope you enjoy. Sherry, please click on the link. Sign up for that Divine Destiny program that she has. I promise you, you will not regret it. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Minds Up. Oh, yeah, stop.
I say this with all loving kindness, honor, and respect. It is a small indication of, saying this with love, it's a small indication of a victim seed or a victim mentality that is showing up for you. So the easiest way to protect yourself when you're in that conversation, you know, you'll find that them very draining, or they want to get you on their vibe or on their level. Just hold your position. No, this is my vibration. I'm sorry that you can't pay your electric bill. And I'm just using this as an example. Not, you know, I have bad electric bills I couldn't pay. But I'm sorry you can't pay your electric bill. And that really, you just put it back on them. I'm sorry you were going through this. I am not going through this. And then turn the conversation. If we can't talk about this, let's talk about something, you know, that's not going to help you to talk about it. Let's talk about something uplifting.
Oh my God, that's so
understood.
Me.
Understood.
Yeah.
I promise you, that's so me all the time. And it doesn't matter. It could be my mother. And she could come in and she can say, oh, well, you know, such and such did this and such and such. And I'll be like, Mom, you know what? I'm sorry that you're experiencing what you're experiencing right now. And she'll just
put
be
it
like,
back on them.
Nobody, you know, she'll go, nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Nobody wants to hear my version. Everybody. And I'm like, Mom, you're being such a victim right now. And you don't even see it. But now I don't even say that to her anymore, because as the observer, I understand based on her level of consciousness, this is all she knows how to respond. She doesn't know how to respond another way. She's older, so how can I expect her to see things with my level of consciousness? She's not me, you know? So that's
where Takiyah is, if I may, where you are right now is where you just allow them to do that and it doesn't take your energy. So there are two different ways to go through that. You can just recognize what they're trying to do and you can step back and bring your energy with you, or you can do that. That's absolutely, absolutely another viable way to get through that. Does that help?
Thank you, Sherry. Yes, it does. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I want to remember too, Boomy, that when they're doing that to you, most of the time they don't even know that they're draining you. Like, for them, they just feel like they're just trying to get your attention and they want you to answer them, blah, 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 blah. But they don't even recognize that they're being energetic vampires. So once you recognize that, if you find yourself starting to kind of like interact with them on their vibration, Mike wants to say something about that because he's really into the whole.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mike.
Thank you. Again, thank you for having me. What is Miss Benjamin?
Boomy. Call me Boomy, sweetie.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your willing to ask this question.
1 second, Mike. 1 second. Because I restarted the recording, even though I ended the show. But I just want to invite all of y'all to the after party, because this is the after party right now. Y'all already know. We're going to So I'm just saying.
Mike, you got to turn up before you can turn on.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, Mike. That's before you turn on. Come on, we need to see you. Hey. It's like, no, I'm joking.
Okay.
But
here, I'll give you guys something. Here's a little video of me. How about that? I'll turn it up for you.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yes, Boomy, do the damn thing, girl. Yes. She getting you roused up over there. What's going on, Mike? How you feeling?
I'm good.
This is amazing.
Okay, let me stop. Okay.
Gorgeous, totally gorgeous. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, so I just wanted to let our viewers know because I did stop the show, but this is the after party. You can continue to stay on, or you can click off the video right now if you want to. If you're watching YouTube and you're saying this is the after party. We're not responsible for what happens after this point. So therefore,
okay. So
party. Okay.
I want to say, because I facilitate meditation, and I wanted to tell you, first off, you want to meditate more, because when you can go into that place, you become more aware of your projection, because it's really your projection of your own self. Second, this is just my opinion, my perspective, my belief, and like I told Takiyah before I talk, I say, don't believe anything that I'm saying. Feel what I'm saying, and if it resonates with you, then that means you're at that place to hear it. So what I wanted to say is, nothing can harm you. So even thinking about protection puts you in the fear mentality state. So, and I know most people that I talk to, they think that this is just some woohoo, right? What you call woohoo, right? Woo woo. Okay, excuse me. We're partying too much, so I'm like woohoo. Okay, so the woo woo. Okay, but I'm here first. I'm getting another message, and what I want to say, because like her, like Sherry, I get a lot of messages, and it's trying to get the message out of all the messages to bring it here, because it's more than words can say. So one thing I want to tell you is, trust yourself that yourself has your back, and you won't need to be protected. See, it's the thinking about, oh, people are going to suck my energy. You're manifesting that fear to come to you. Or no, excuse me. You're manifesting that fear in your projection because you're the director of your movie. That's basically what it comes to. Nobody can direct your movie unless you give them the place with fear. Right?
Gotcha.
So when you can meditate, you come into your power. Because I tell people this, and I don't want to take the place of the show, because this is your show, okay? But I want to empower you, because I feel like this message needs to be brought. This is a vibrational frequency of the physical reality, okay? And then there's a vibration that allows order to maintain here. But for the spiritual you, there's a vibration beyond that is birthing this vibration, right? So when you can go to that place, you raise your energy, what we call raising your energy, but you tap into your power when you meditate. And then when you go throughout your day, you start to be affected by the matrix, right? Unless you maintain this mindfulness and awareness and self-reflection on yourself, on how do you feel about certain things, because life is your best teacher. Not me, not Sherry, not anybody, not Takiyah. We are here to empower you, but your greatest teacher is life mirroring itself to you. So first off, that's your first indicator to see where you're at and where you want to be according to what you feel you need to have, right? So, and I'm going to end it with this. Come into your power. Nobody can take your power away, because it's always been yours. And I give people this message. Who is more powerful, the projector or the projection? The projection cannot be more powerful than the projector, because it's projecting the projection. Now, when you think the projection is more powerful, it's because you're going deeper into the projection, meaning into the physical.
I like that.
When you can see that the physical is only a manifestation of spirit or self-consciousness, God, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call that word, it's manifesting into this realm, into this place. But everything in your outer world is just a reflection of your inner world, of what you give focus and attention to. So when you can change this inner world to what you want, because I'll give it to you this really quick. You're in a restaurant. Would you rather want to have one plate every day? No, right? You want to have a variety of plates.
I like to eat.
Exactly. So you want a variety of choices, because that's an experience, right? So if you wouldn't want to go to a restaurant where there's only one choice, then do you get upset when you have so much choices of fear but gives you courage? Because you need fear to feel courage. So don't hate the fear. Don't fight the fear. Love the fear, because it is the fear that is your masked teacher, that you're peeling the mask away to see the truth within the fear.
Absolutely.
So
I'm
thank
taking
you,
it
thank you,
all
thank you.
in. Thank you so much, Michael.
You're the power, okay? This is it. You're the
I
power.
am the
Every
power.
day tell yourself, okay, every day tell
I
yourself
am
this.
the power.
Yes.
I
Every day.
am the power.
Got the power of the pig.
Every day tell yourself this when you wake up, okay? Wake up and say
Every day.
this. I am manifesting all this. This is my projection. I am the director. What do I want? Think, focus. What do I want? And what you want, like Sherry said, take action. Don't let your brain tell you you can't do it. We've all been there. I've been there. Procrastination is a mental dis-ease. It's a disharmony in the brain. Okay? By taking action, you
Reprogram
okay.
your brain to do something different.
Yes, because you're setting the program. Okay? And the thing about it is, don't hate the program, because the program, like I was telling Takiyah, your thoughts are a blessing, because your thoughts are giving you the awareness to be aware. Without the thoughts, you wouldn't know to be aware. How would you know what awareness is if you didn't have the thought to tell you, hey, listen to me. Hey, I'm over here, right? So the thought is a blessing in disguise. And I'll give you micro macro. The thought is like people in your life. People are giving you feedback. They're your thoughts speaking to you to be aware of what you need and what you want and what your heart's desire is to be. So you can't, once I get started, I'm going to be quiet now. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
You're
Mike.
welcome.
Mike is going to be a guest on the show too, so you guys look out for Mike so he can have the floor.
I think he's your co-host. I think he's your,
Wonderful.
your in-house co-host.
Oh, I'm gonna say
Thank
this.
you, everyone. I'm jumping out now, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Boomy.
If you need help, I just want to say this because this is my specialty, and I don't want to take away what Sherry's doing, but I believe it goes hand in hand. I teach people. Well, I don't even like to use the word teach, because you already know everything. I'm here to remind you.
People.
Yes, I'm here to remind you what you already know, because like I didn't finish what I was saying, so it's coming back to me. You're going to a restaurant to have variety of choices. See, in a vast of consciousness, everything exists. You are everything. You are the great, you are the indifferent, you are the bad. But it's two sides of the same coin that you flip to give an experience. So you're flipping your own projection to get what you want. So flip the coin and get the tails that you want, or get the heads that you want. Whatever you want, get it, because it's yours.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I want to say just one more thing about what Mike was saying, that, this comes down to feelings. He says that life is, your biggest teacher, and it is. And the way that you tune into this is getting into how you're feeling. People always talk about being in the present. Everyone's like, oh, I'm so present right now. Being present is, what am I feeling? How do I feel right now? Do I want more of this feeling? Do I want less of this feeling? And that's how you move through the presence, and that's how you move through energy. And that's, feelings just want to be felt. It's a feeling, feel it. It's a feeling, it wants to be felt. So when you start processing in that, like Mike said, this is how life works. You take the gifts that you're given, the teachings, the lessons. How do you feel going through it? Moving through it. It's action, And do I want more of this? Do I want less of this? Yes.
And actually, you just touched on one thing that's very, very incredible. Feeling is a higher form of communication of language. It's universal language. So when you could start feeling, you put more languages together, and therefore you know how to talk to the self, the universe, cosmic consciousness, because you're going at its higher degree of communication. There's infinite degrees, but that's a higher degree of thinking, of talking, of, different kinds of perceptions. So feeling, it's like I try to give people, I do my best to give an example. When you're looking at a sunset, you have 10 people that talk 10 different languages. They're all going to get that awe-inspiring feeling within them that is beyond words, because it doesn't have it's not talking Chinese, it's not talking English, it's not talking, these different languages. It's talking feeling. Yes. Yeah. But thank you. Thank you, Sherry.
Really good. Thank you. Thank you.
Angela.
If we could just 1 second before we start with Angela, I just have to touch on one more thing that Mike said.
No, so this is the after party. I already said whatever goes down. Turn up.
Okay. So look, one of the things that I want to talk about that I actually didn't talk about on the recording was, you know, my life started with all these gifts, very incredible gifts. But I reached a point where I realized through working and exploring that I had unlimited universal access. I've seen my life at different stages. I've actually seen a life going on right now in like North Carolina. It's hideous, but I've been able to view it. I've viewed my past lives. I do that for other people. And, you know, Mike said that is when you can actually touch consciousness in different parts. When I'm doing readings for people, or when I'm doing psychic readings, or I'm doing healings, whatever I'm doing, quite often, like, you know, our source will just talk to me, but quite often I have to go out into the universe and I'll find the feeling, I'll find what it is that's going on with this person, and it's communicated to me through a feeling. And that's really why everyone's like, you have to get quiet. You have to go within. You have to find that space, because it's being able to leave this body that you have, get to the place where you need to be to get that, or to go get that feeling, that information, that answer, that whatever it is, why ever you're out there. And quite often that is filtered through us. It's brought in. And it's very weird because it's brought in through a feeling. So I'm going to have to communicate those feelings when I give readings and different things like that. And that's one way that works. And it, you know, like Mike is saying, he gets that feeling and he has to put that into words. And so we try to find words that are going to identify with a person on the other end of this conversation. So that's how important feelings are. So once you start tapping into the feelings you have, you can start going out and finding the other feelings in the universe and finding the feelings that you want to connect to. And you'll get answers and messages and things like that. But I digress. We should say hello to Angela.
Hi.
Are you enjoying yourself tonight, honey?
I am. I don't think I've ever sat in a blab with you before, and I like your energy. So I just wanted to pop on and say I love your energy, like your excitement for all of this. I love it a lot. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And Michael, I love your passion.
Thank you.
I love your you can feel your passion behind everything. And
he has a gentle sincerity to him that just comes through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it a lot.
Can I
And
say
just sitting here watching, I love to I was watching your face, Sherry, and then there was a point where I'm watching you, and it's almost like you go into one space and then you come back, and then you go into one space, and it's. Yeah.
I do. I spend all my time I'm like, oh, come back. That's so. I didn't know you could even see that. That is very perceptive of you.
I thought that was interesting. I said, oh, she's out again. She's out. Okay, she's back.
That's me too, right, Takiyah? You see this all the time.
Yes.
I thought it was
you.
funny.
Hey, Angela, can I tell you something really quick?
Sure.
I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody. The greatness that you see in me is just a reflection of the greatness within you. Anybody that you see that you have respect or admiration for, it is you stepping up within yourself. Mm-hmm. It is you communicating with yourself saying, hey, I'm here showing you what you can do. I'm here showing you your greatness because you're projecting me. So if you're projecting me, it's because you are projecting what's inside of you. Mm-hmm. Always remember that. And that's for everybody on the call. Anybody that you feel like, oh my gosh, this person just blew my mind. No, turn it inward. I blew my mind.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I blew my mind because guess what? None of you would be here. None of you would be here if you didn't do the work. You're doing the work. This is not just some accident. You're hearing some, what is this, blab? You're not hearing some blab. I was gonna say blog, but you're not on accident. You're not here by accident hearing a blab. Okay? Understand. And I'm gonna say understand the laws of the universe here. Because I want to say one thing about the universe. The universe is not some grand thing out there. See, we think that cosmos are way out there that we got to get to. I'm sure Sherry and Takiyah, you can relate to what I'm saying because I've traveled different, and I'm not even going to go there because You can move your consciousness anywhere at any moment, at any time. You're limitless, just like she said. But I want to give you a truth based on my truth, okay? When you travel the universe, you're not traveling out there. You're going deeper quantumly inside yourself. You're going to the vastness of consciousness within you, because we think small is small here. In consciousness, there is no size. Size doesn't differentiate in consciousness. It's just the perception of humanity's program. Because if you look at the power inside of an atom, it is the immense power of the galaxies of the universe. So it is just a micro-macro reflection of the great whole. You can't separate the great whole. Science has tried, and they're going crazy trying to figure it out. What does this say to me and you? It says how great we are. But we don't reflect on these things because we think, like Sherry was saying, a lot of people think woo-woo is something out there, right? I'm here to tell you, don't even interpret woo-woo as woo-woo, because you're a miracle happening right now at this moment. You're existing. If you could see your body, what it's doing for you to thrive right now, if you can see the micro level of your existence, you're a miracle in being. So what I want to say is, take the word miracle out of your consciousness and say, this is natural. This is a natural occurrence of who and what I am.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still a miracle.
Absolutely right.
All right. Was there any questions you had, Ange?
No, I just wanted to share that. So thank you guys.
No problem.
Thank you, love.
Beautiful. Mwah. I see you again soon. All right. I think I've held Sherry up long enough. Sherry's probably like, oh my God, how much longer?
No, this is beautiful. I was actually
This has been amazing.
Thank you, Sherry. Like, I never stay past a certain time because I'm disciplined, you know. But I love what you're bringing, Takiyah. This is my first show watching you. You are incredible. I mean, you need to be on stage, girl. You need to get. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you a choice that I'm just reflect on. I mean, think about being in Madison Square Garden. How much you can change the program of consciousness. You know, I see you there.
When are we going to perform in Madison Square? Come on.
Let's do it.
You're in Jersey? Let's hook that up. That's just a train ride.
I think if we all collectively envision that, for me, it can happen a lot faster. Just because,
you know what? As soon as you believe it's yours, it's happening.
This is true. Hint, hint.
Hey, you know what? On that note, I want to say something because of what Sherry said. When you meditate more and more, and I'm not here to brag, but I meditate 3 times a day because we eat 3 times a day. I tell people, even if you can meditate 1 minute, don't look at time as a limited factor. Even if you take 1 minute and you do your greatest to just simply be in the moment, like she said, just feel your environment. This is how it starts. If you can do this 3 times a day, we eat 3 times a day to fuel our bodies. Now, if we want our desires to happen, I'm here to tell you, if you meditate, you're raising your conscious awareness, and you're going to bring it faster by going within.
That's so true. Because that's the theta state. You know, as you go into theta state, that's where everything happens in theta. So sometimes when we are, you know, outside of what our true consciousness is, we get frustrated when it's not happening, but it's not happening because you're not in a place where it can take place. You're, you know, someplace.
You know what, Takiyah, on Monday, you're going to see that I'm going to take you beyond the theta state.
Woo! Hallelujah.
See? Anyways, I'm going to shut up, but thank you, girls. You girls are awesome. Everyone on this collective is awesome. Thank you. I'm going to get out of here because if not, I'm going to want to chime in again because I just love, I have, you know what?
It's been so fun having you. It's really been amazing. You've brought so much. I'm so glad that you came.
Thank you. And I'll see more of you, Sherry, because once we meet, you can't get rid of me.
Awesome.
Well, you better believe that.
Look, I just take people at face value. If they, and he's gone. He's like Superman. I'm out of here. Oh my God, the cheesecake. So what if you have trouble meditating? Bursting Autism is asking, what if you have trouble meditating? So it's tough. I think that people get stuck on the fact that they meditate and it feels unnatural to them. I actually learned how to meditate with a Tibetan monk, or with a lama. Actually, I had my own meditating lama, and then I hired a meditation coach before that. So you can actually just take a few minutes and just focus yourself daily. It's not that you can, I think this is the problem that people make when they go into meditation. They want to go from never meditating to meditating for 45 minutes, an hour and a half, or 7 hours. You cannot do that. So what I tell clients all the time when I get messages that they need to meditate, I simply say, take 15 minutes, make yourself a cup of tea, and sit in silence. Don't pick up the phone. Nope. Turn the ringer off. Don't turn on the TV. If you have a nice outdoor view, go sit in your yard, watch the trees, watch the bird, nothing. And just every time a thought comes in your head, just let it go. Just let it go. And what happens is when you can do that 15 minutes and you start feeling refreshed from it, when you start noticing that you have better control over the thoughts coming in your head and you aren't getting like so much chatter. Because the first thing when you get quiet is, oh no, we're going to talk about this. Oh no, we're going to talk about this. And what about this? And I got to do this. And that mail has to go to the post office. And I have to pick Jimmy's thing up. And I have to do this. And I need to make dinner tonight. And there's laundry. And then there's this. And oh my God, I forgot rent due. But when you can take that 15 minutes, make yourself a cup of tea and set a timer. I tell people, set a timer. Don't do it for longer than 15 minutes. But do it every day consistently at the same time. And just start noticing what you think. And when too many thoughts come, and then open your eyes again and become present once again. And that is how you begin meditating. Yes. Don't sit asana style or lotus position with your fingers together, your back straight, which is very uncomfortable. I mean, my meditation teacher and my lama were both like, it's tough. But I'll tell you, I have reached those transcended states. I've actually levitated through meditating. That was incredible and scary and awesome. So it can be done, but it all starts with a simple spot. So start with a cup of tea. And then when you've conquered the cup of tea, then move on to closing your eyes. You can do it on your sofa. You don't have to do it on the floor. You don't have to do it in an uncomfortable place. All right? There are stages. Work up to it. Does that help you?
Can I say something?
No, you're not allowed to say anything.
Of course. The ladies over here have all these wonderful comments. They're saying I can listen to Mike all day.
Yeah, they were all over you. They're like, yeah.
Thank you. I wanted to say something about meditation because that's my specialty. First I'm going to say is love yourself. Again, love yourself. Because when you start meditating, because you're not your thoughts, but thoughts are part of you because it's your projection. But I tell people, look at these two hands, okay? Now every action has an equal and opposite reaction, okay? So if I push, I'm going to have the opposite reaction back. No different with your thoughts. If you get upset because you can't think, because this is the number one problem with my students or dilemma, if you have a problem with your thoughts, it's because you're feeding them the problem. You're saying, I'm angry with you. And look at micro macro, because what I remind people is when you can know yourself more, and I'll give you an example of myself, because I don't have no shame in my testimony. I was telling Takiyah that when I started meditating, I gave up because it felt like I was possessed. I mean, it felt like, all these thoughts, and it was like, I'm trying to meditate here. Why is this happening to me? And it was driving me crazy. So I'm going to tell you who asked the question, because I want to give them some empowerment. Bursting Autism? Yeah. I want to get you back to yourself, because what I realized, because this is what I thought. Okay, I was in a very dire situation. I was very suicidal, very angry, very hateful person. And I did meditation because I wanted to get to a better place. But I'm going to tell you, when you clean your room, you're going to find junk that you had for years. The same thing with your consciousness. Don't get upset because you're finding the junk. Love the junk because it served its purpose but it's no longer serving its purpose anymore because you're past the junk. Okay, so when you can find this junk, go like this. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I lovingly bless and release you.
Yes, do release it. Don't hold on to it once you find it.
Yes. And what this is going to do, because you're not fighting with it, you're going to go through it. You're not going to push it. You're going to go through it. So second is, and if you need assistance with this, me or Sherry can help you, and Takiyah, because these are great people. But get to know yourself more. Get to know how this operates. Because when I've had advanced meditators, I've had beginner meditators. And the problem is, and I'll tell you a great saying, know thyself. Know thyself is to know the God being, the essence, the consciousness within you. The more you can get in tune, in touch with yourself. Listen, we all, and I'm not saying for those that are married or have boyfriends or girlfriends, but people ask me if I'm married. I say, yes, I am. Who are you married to? I'm married with myself. Okay. Now, the reason why, because when you can marry yourself, you're with yourself instead of against yourself. Now, when we go and try to find something to feel better, to be better, to think that it's going to change us, we're neglecting ourselves, right? And it's not that self is against you. It's self is feeling this disharmony between it and the body, and it's going to reflect that in the conscious reality. So when you can come in tune more with yourself, it's going to reflect in your meditations. So start to just be with yourself, like she said, just sit and be. Now, the greatest technique that I give for people that want to learn how to start meditating is just sit still. Don't move. Because if you can't sit the body still, there's no way you're going to sit this still. The first thing is to master the body. Once you can master the body, it's like steps on a ladder. There's no better, no worser, okay? I'm just saying steps of progression within yourself. When you can master your body, and you know what? You got a little itch. It's your body distracting you. Let the itch itch. Now, if you really got to scratch it, I'm not saying go crazy, because if it's really itching, just do a little scratch, but then say, back to my awareness, back to my awareness. And,
To be like,
yeah, exactly.
Is that necessary?
But see, the thing about it is, I'll give you a great example is this. Have you ever cut yourself and you don't see the cut, but somebody sees it and they tell you, hey, you got a cut on your arm. Ow, now it's hurting. See, it wasn't real because it wasn't in your consciousness. That's just how scratching and all these things are. Because you make it real, you empower it. You magnetize it to be real. So the greatest advice I can give you for meditation is start being more in tune with yourself, your feelings. And your emotions are really not your emotions. Be aware of what kind of energy you're around. If you're around in a very tense environment, you're going to think things of, you're not great enough, or we're mad, or we're going to find blame for other things, right? Because your brain is like a receiver, like a radio. Wherever you're at, it's tuning into that vibration, right? And that's your projection, but it's tuning into the vibration of your projection. So when you can be aware of this, and I gave Takiyah the example of the dentist office, which I don't know if we have time for that example, but when you can see this example, can I say that example? Is that okay? Okay. I tell people, when you go to the dentist, and I mean, if people take care of their teeth, they're going to relate to this. You take care of your teeth, so you don't have no problem going to the dentist, right? But what happens when you go into the clinic? All of a sudden, you start getting nervous. You hear the zzz, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I hope I didn't got a cavity. Did I floss enough? Did I do this enough, right? So you ask these questions, and I'm going to give you a truth beyond truth within that experience. So then you go to the dentist chair. What happens in the dentist chair? Oh my gosh, this I hope I don't get drilled. Look at the drill right there. Oh my gosh, look at the scalpel. Look at the shot. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't get a shot. I hope that, right? So all these emotional reactions, which I break down the word emotion as this, E-motion, okay? And this was before I heard about it, so I'm not making this up. E, energy in motion. That's all emotion is your energy in motion, what you focus on, okay? So I'm going to ask you, if you've had this experience, ask yourself why the dentist doesn't react the same way you do. I'm going to pause here because I'm making you think. The reason why is because the dentist mastered himself, mastered his craft. So he's not being bombarded by these energies. He's the observer doing his craft. Now, when you master yourself, you'll be able to go to this dentist appointment and say, you know what, these energies aren't me. There's imprints. I mean, there are projections of you, but they're not the true you. Okay. Hi. Oh, such a cute kitty. So when you can, and I'm getting to the point right here, because when you can be aware of you, then you realize that you were always in control. Like Sherry said, you were always in control, but you just been manipulated and convinced that, and I'll explain how your brain works really quick, because this is important. If you guys ever heard of multiple personality disorders, right? And one person can be sick in one personality, but another person won't be sick in another personality in the same body, right? They even develop these hives and these things, right, between the personalities, because the brain, listen closely, because this is where most people, like, they go to another level with this, okay? Because your brain is just a computer. The vast of consciousness is trying to fit in that computer. The computer doesn't believe it's all that is, right? So the computer compartmentalizes, just like a computer compartmentalizes information. It compartmentalizes information. So, and if people believe in this, I'm not trying to offend you, but if you believe like in channeling and stuff, it's compartmentalizing itself to think that something's channeling through you. Really, it's you conversating with yourself. But the brain says, whoa, wait a minute. Can we believe we're talking to ourselves? No, that's not true. How can that be possible? I'm talking to myself. But we talk to ourselves all the time. So when you can get that you're you experiencing yourself, then the brain has less hold on you, because you become the master, you become the observer of your brain instead of the victim of the brain. Because the brain is your friend. It is here for you to experience, but don't let it be your controller, because that's what's going on.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for sharing that, Mike. So now
Hey,
we have Benny Benjamin who wants
no, it's
hop in
not
with
your
us.
hands.
Can I just say the after party is insane?
Benny.
I have never been on a blab like this long.
Let it be happier. Wow. Where what?
Yes. Good, Benny. You have any questions? I mean, we just been going in all night
I'll
on
be honest with you, I had a
consciousness,
question,
you know.
and now I am lost and mesmerized by the beauty that I stare at through your eyes. And there's no other way to word it other than the beauty that I am seeing right here. And if there is any way, Luke Dog, I'm the Luke Dog at YouTube.com, by the way, not Benny. Benny is my friend who's let me on his thing here to Blab to introduce myself to a whole new world, you know, Aladdin stuff. I just found out recently I am Egyptian, so I am allowed to sing that song because Arabian Night.
All right. Well, thank you for hopping in, Benny. We are stay in, okay? Like stay around, stick around. Thank you for
I
stopping
ain't going
in.
nowhere, but I'll be right back. Woo!
All right.
Yeah. I was going to give away $10,000 if anyone could read my mind. It's written all over my face. That's the problem with my face, Angela. I can't hide what's going on in the head because of my face.
No, you.
Boy, it was just like, well, you know what? It is what it is. I love it. Are you guys having fun?
Hey, Takiyah, can I say something really quick?
Really? Are we still doing that?
Okay. I wanted to say what was talked earlier, because I meant to say it, but I didn't say it. I'm gonna tell people, because when you think somebody is getting on your nerves, think about it like this, because I remember that conversation, that subject was brought earlier, and I want to empower people with this subject, because a lot of people let other people move them, right? A lot of people a lot of people give the permission and allow other people to move them from where they're at, right?
It's giving their power away, yeah.
Yes. So one thing I wanted to tell you, because I want to give you 2 examples, because this is going to empower you.
I think, wait, but Mike, you giving
I don't
away
care.
your whole show.
I like to
you
give.
know, like,
you know what? I'm like Sherry, because I don't really like talking about money and stuff like that, because if I could, I would live on the land alone, right? But living in the land, I'm not going to be able to help people out here. So, we got to sacrifice things for what we came to do, right? But I want to give that person empowerment, because don't take things personal, because
dynamic. I'm laughing because dynamic said, "Is this his show?"
No, it's not my show. It's your show. But I wanted to just quickly say this. If you think somebody is sucking your energy dry, it's because you're making it personal. And I'll explain why. If I call you on the phone, and I'm going to be a little bit rude, but I'm going to get to a point, okay? If I call you on the phone and I don't know you, you never met me in my life. I call you and I say, "Hey, John Doe, how you doing today? Good. You know what? Don't ever call me no more. This number, erase it from your phone. I don't ever want to see you in my life. If I see you on the street, go on the other side, because I don't want to walk beside you." Okay? Click. John Doe is going to be like, okay, this guy's got a problem, right? But they're going to go on with their life, right? But if John Doe gets a call from his wife, right, and then says, "Hey, John Doe, don't ever call me again. Erase this number from your phone. I don't ever want to see you again." What is John Doe's reaction going to be? No, why? Why would you do that? Why? Because he's invested a lot of energy into that personal relationship. Okay? But the reason why people can affect you is because you take things personal. Now, the only thing to take personal is your power. Because you can have, interactions with people, but I tell people, if you want to come into your master and your place as a master, because you all are masters, but if you're a conscious master, is a different story. Whether you're doing whatever you're doing, you're a master in your craft. Whatever you're doing, you're a master in your craft. So you already are a master. But if you want to be a conscious master, then the best thing to do is to get in a personal relationship with yourself and know that everything is a relationship with self. That way you don't take things personal. It's just back to self. So I just want to give that empowerment. So nobody can leech you dry, because people have tried to leech me dry. Okay? And I say, that's your opinion. I respect your opinion, but I know who and what I am. And you should see their eyes when I say that. It's like, whoa, okay. I don't know what you mean, but it totally stopped me in my tracks. And come from a place of love.
Nice, wonderful.
So I'm getting off now. I'm getting off now, because if not, bye.
Okay, baby, bye. Well, not bye. He'll be around. All right. All right, so we got Angela is like cue her song, because she's been waiting for my next record to play.
I mean, it's been a good 30 minutes since we've had any music. I feel like this is what's going on here. I'm gonna ask for a refund soon. I'm in VIP, I'm up in the club, and there ain't no music going on. What's up?
And guys, Sherry posted the link so that you can actually get the healing. So if you wasn't here earlier for the healing, this is the after party. So if you guys weren't here earlier, you missed the phenomenal money clearing, energy healing, depth consoling, whatever that Sherry did for us earlier. However, you didn't really miss it. It will be in the replay of this video, and she also posted a link
and
to
it
where
is
you can find it
to this video
so
whenever
please,
you do it.
Exactly. So you guys can copy and paste it, what she has right there, and she has some other.
It's a click link, hyperlink.
Okay, so that will. But I know you gonna send me this one in my own personal inbox. Look, I got copy and paste it myself. Hold on, look, y'all gotta wait now.
So look, just click that link, and you'll automatically get a gift of the Divine Destiny. It's not a sales page. There's nothing to buy. It's just, please have a gift, try it out, experience it. If you missed it, you'll get a different one than what you did here. So you can enjoy 2 of them. Yay. Oh, thank you.
Yes. All
Don't
right.
see a link. So the link is right. Look, I'll stick it here again. It's the purple hyperlink.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, the purple
hyper,
light. Yeah, I'm about to say.
So if you just click what I just put there, all right, I must tear myself away. Oh, yes, try to meditate. I'm about to sing a song. Y'all are so funny. So look, you could just click the link.
I want to tell y'all, it's been grand. We're not going to continue after Sherry does her thing. I got to shut it down because we'll be on here until like 1 o'clock in the morning. You feel the energy is because our energy is so good. Nobody wants to leave.
Look, we're like, nobody's going to get on this. Now we're like, nobody's going.
Oh my God.
You guys have been amazing.
Oh my God.
This has been, honestly, how long have we been going? Like,
about 2 hours. Let me see. We started maybe around 8:30. It's now
we were on
about
here 8 o'clock.
Something. We were, yeah.
We started recording about 8:15, but so 8 to 11. It's like a 3-hour tour.
For real.
Usually these things go for 4 hours or more. Oh no, indeed.
Some of them do be so long, but you know, I keep mine to an hour 15 minutes, the maximum. But you know, the after party got so good. You know, I just didn't want nobody to. I didn't want nobody to feel left out. And then Mike had his own show tonight. You know, he came in and he blessed you guys with some jewels and enlightened you all. We love you too, Mike. We love you too. So I'm going to X out. And you know, I'm just going to tell you guys, you are the rulers of your universe. You know, you are definitely the creator of your reality. You know, I was going to play Rihanna and Jay-Z by request, which was from Angela. She wanted to hear, "We gonna run this town tonight." She totally believes that, you know, you're gonna run your own life. But I got something that I'm feeling a little more in tune in, and I want you guys to go out right now with "Live Your Life." Because it is your life, you choose. So this is the time to just do whatever you want to do. Be all that you can be. It's your life. Live it up. Live it up or give it up.
Let's get it to him, baby girl. Hey.
Everyone knows who you are. So live your life. Just live your life. Just live your life. Don't tell me where to take you. Just live your life. Cause I'm a big chaser. Just living my life.
Never mind what haters say. Ignore them till they fade away. Amazing day, I'm grateful after all the game I gave away. Safe to say I paved the way for you kids to get paid today. Still be wasting days away now that I never saved the day. Consider them my protege. How much I think they should pay? Instead of being gracious, they violate in a major way. I never been a hater. Still, I love them in a crazy way. Some say they sold the yay and know they couldn't get work on Labor Day. It ain't that black and white. It has an area that's shady gray. I'm West Side anyway. Even if I left today and stayed away, some move away to make a way. Not move away because they afraid. I brought back to the hood, and all you ever did was take away. I pray for patience, but they make me want to melt their face away. Like I once made them spray, now I can make them put the K's away. Been thugging all my life. You say I don't deserve to take a break. You'd rather see me catch a case and watch my future fade away.
And you see, you're gonna go far. Everyone knows who you are. Live your life. You steady chasing that big fire. Just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters. Just live your life. Don't tell them where it'll take you. Just live your life. Cause I'm a paper chaser. Just living my
I'm the
life.
opposite of moderate, immaculately polished with the spirit of a hustler and the swagger.
All right. Can we go
Wait,
now?
I just got one more thing to say.
Okay. Angela said, "Bam!"
I love you all. Oh my God, the cheek egg is real.
Yo, we had so much fun on this Blab. I hope you guys continue to tune in. Anytime you see me or Sherry online, I'll bring Sherry back for you guys because you guys love Sherry. And it's been, oh, she said yes. We love you too, honey. We love you too. And we'll come back and do this again for you guys. But like,
really the end.
Oh God, I don't think I did about like this long. Like this, Jesus Lord. I think I had one guy who just kind of went on and on and on and on explaining like words, and it went into like 2 shows of like 2.5 hours each, and I was just like, okay, you can do this by yourself. I'm gonna tune out now. I'm gonna create something for you where you can just go.
How are you going to market this? Can you put these together? Are you going to market this as the after party and
Yes, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it on my thing and I'm gonna split it up. Maybe I could put it in like 2 separate videos, and maybe I could do one full video that'll show that. I mean, because I said it before we went back, and I said this is the after party. So if you chose to stay, I said if you chose to stick around, you can stay. If you want to click out and press stop.
what do you call this show? It's the after party, right? I know.
Like, you chose to listen. You know, we can't stop. Wait, hey Dante, look, see now more people coming in. I'm telling you, it won't stop, Sherry.
No. Okay. Look, y'all can hit us up on Facebook. I'm Sherry Hemstreet on Facebook. This is Takiyah Diamond on Facebook. Just find us, hit us up with a PM over there, a question, friend us. We love friends. Friends! Sherry's like, hell no. What? What? Wait, I'm not like hell no. What are you talking about? I just did it. Oh, awesome. What do I like hell no? Oh, when the other guy came on, right. I'm with you now. I'm like, oh no, this is it. We're done. But yes. Takiyah's falling out. She's like, oh, I'm done.
You know what, guys? I really do have to go though, because I have to write this presentation. I'm going to be speaking tomorrow at an event for literacy, for an event that they're doing in Liberia, but they're bringing like, you know, the tribute here. And so, you know, I'm going to talk to people and I'm going to encourage them to participate. I'm going to do what I do and make it
uplift and enlighten. I love it. Yeah. Okay, so get to bed. We're all going. Everybody, if you want to find us on Facebook, do it. Martinis are a good one. If you want to find us on Facebook, please do. Please scroll up and get my free gift to you, and many blessings. Thank you all for being so amazing. Takiyah, thank you so much for having me. You're a love. This was too much fun.
We'll be back. And Boomy says, Sherry, take it easy on the martini, Sherry.
Hey, I'll boss you around. Love you. Goodbye.
Bye now.